So in question 15, we're asked to isolate or solve for the variable y. And let me just kind of, give you a cautionary tale here. Um, this is something that you should be able to do, right? I record these videos for students who are really struggling and they're trying to get back into the game and getting, get back to where they understand. But I really expect that almost, all the students in Math 1 CP at this point should be able to solve these equations for y. So before you just watch the video, please get in the habit of kind of pausing and saying, you know what, I can do that. I can solve so y is alone. And then you can play it and double check your work. But really, this is not something that you should always be in the habit of just watching as an observer, but you should be really, making sure that you can do these on your own. So if I was going to do A, I'll go ahead and rewrite the equation as it appears, right? I've got 8 times x plus 4y equals 2. If I'm going to isolate, solve for the variable y, I'm going to subtract 8x from both sides. When I take 8x away from the left-hand side, I'm left with just the plus 4y. And over on the right-hand side, I have negative 8x and then plus 2. Now I'm going to multiply both sides by 1/4, right? Um, if you have equal things and you multiply by equal things, you get things that are still equal. So I know that, because of the multiplication property of equality, this is still true. 1/4 times 4y is y. And then when I distribute this 1/4 to each of the terms on the right-hand side, 8x times 1/4 is simply negative 2x. Actually, it was negative 8x times 1/4. And 2 times 1/4 would be 2/4 or 1/2. So y equals 2x, negative 2x rather, plus 1/2. What's nice is now I can see the slope of this equation. The slope is negative 2, so down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1. And the y-intercept is at 1/2. Well, let's do b. On b, we're going to go ahead and rewrite. I'll just write it here. It was 12x minus 3y, and that equals the number 7. Again, if we're isolating 4y, I'm going to go ahead and start by taking away 12x from each side. On the left-hand side, I have negative 3y, and that equals negative 12x, and then plus 7. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 3 or multiply both sides by 1/3. Um, on the left-hand side, that leaves, oh, I need to make it negative 1/3, my bad. Negative 1/3, and over here, a negative 1/3. On the left-hand side, I'm left with just simply y. On the right-hand side, negative 12x times negative 1/3 is going to be positive 4x. And 7 times negative 1/3 would be negative 7/3. So my y-intercept for this equation is at negative 7/3, and my slope is up 4 and then over 1, right? Rise over run. Y's go up by 1, and x's go over by 1. Y's increase by 4, and y's go over by 1. So, when you see a slope of 4 like this, remember that's slope is change in y over change in x. So it has to be the case that my change in y is positive 4 units and my x change is 1. But you could also say this, right? If your change in x is 8 units, in order to keep these equal, your change in x would have to be 2 units, right? So y could change by 8, x could change by 2. As long as those fractions are all equal to 4, they're identical.